Yankees. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the New York Yankees with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Boog, I think it's because of the competition level and the parity that we're seeing in baseball. But yeah, you're right. It is very rare. The Yankees won 3 years in a row from 1998 to 2000. But over the next 20 seasons, nobody else was able to repeat. I think there's less of an imbalance at the top, and teams can compete by combining good internal development with smart, well-timed moves to bring in help from the outside. And once you hit the postseason, anything's possible.
And now,
opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. One out in the top of the first.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Fouled off left side. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw to second is offline. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Kobe Mayo will hit next. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. In plenty of time to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
Oh, right to the backstop. Safe at the plate, and the misplay cost them a run. And it's 1-0.
Runner's got to be happy to be crossing the dish right there. Easy decision to head home when you see the ball get that far away from the catcher.
Back at Yankee Stadium, now the number 2 hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. Ground ball right side, Douglas. Sends it to first. One up, one down.
The batter, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Man at first, one
The
away.
batter number 24, second baseman.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
2 outs, base is empty.
The batter number 24, second baseman, Will Douglas.
That one fouled off. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away. Back in New York. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Right side. Throws to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
The batter number 4, second.
Now it's the second baseman, Will Douglas. He's already homered here in this one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 6-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Two outs, base is empty. Connor Wong stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Cousins is just one strike away. That one the other way. Douglas. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees take the series opener here at home. Douglas really stood out in this win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Will Douglas has moved into elite company, riding a 50-game hitting streak. Can he extend his incredible run today? It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the lead.
Boots it around third. He'll score easily.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Will Douglas. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Tied up here in the early going. That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that very few records do.
In the dirt. Fires to first and almost got him, but he gets back in. Definitely had thoughts of trying to move up there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In there safely. Kobe Mayo stepping in now for the Yankees.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Line drive, and he boots it. Here's Marte for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the second game of the series. And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job getting out of the jam.
One out, bases empty.
Second baseman, Will Douglas.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. Third home run of the season. It's 3-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Back at Yankee Stadium, we go to the top of the fifth, and now Geraldo Perdomo. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Still only one out here in the inning. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. The throw in. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner on at first with one gone. And up next for New York, Austin Wells.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. And the runner holds. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Well struck deep right field, way back and out of here. A massive home run. And we are all tied up. It's 6-6. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. Here's the second baseman, Will Douglas. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer.
Douglas.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And he's got a double, his fourth hit. Trying to get back to second, but he can't. Base is empty, one away. Jonah Bride stands in now for the Diamondbacks. The pitch. On the ground, right side, Douglas. Now only one out remaining.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
Puck back to work. The other way. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Douglas played brilliantly despite the loss. Collected 4 hits. One of them left the park.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but he certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
Will Douglas comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go now at the plate, Jake McCarthy.
Arizona, the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. First pitch, 106.
On the ground, right side, Douglas. Over to first, and an easy out to start the game. Base is empty with 2 away. And next for New York, Will Douglas. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. That's his 4th home run of the series. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. I mean, what else can you say at this point, Chris? This hitting streak just continues to amaze us as it's well into the 50s.
It just feels like there's no end in sight, and I think we all hope that's true. Every game, it seems he finds a way to make us say, wow.
Chris, this one got out of here quickly. Let's take another look with the help of StatCast.
Yeah, just a laser of a home run, 113 miles per hour off the bat. But, you know, it wasn't a towering shot by any stretch, and it didn't need to be. That thing was torched.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now, Matt Vierling. 1 out, bases empty. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Douglas fires over to first. That's the 2nd out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 outs, bases empty.
24, second baseman, Will Douglas.
There's a swing and a drive. McCarthy going back on it. Out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 3-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Next to hit for Arizona, Matt Vierling.
Designated hitter.
Yankees up by 3. On the ground. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for Arizona. They trail in this one 3-0. Bases loaded. 1 away. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 run across. 2 runs are in. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double. Here's the tag, and he's out. 1 down. Will Douglas. Stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. This one blasted the other way. Down the line, and it's a foul ball. Grounds one to short. Perdomo. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, runner at first. This is Corbin Carroll. Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Douglas really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. 2 homers on the day.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Will Douglas, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance, he'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Jackson Chourio, the next to hit.
Number 11, Jackson.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Over to first. Safe. So 2 away with nobody on. Next to hit, Will Douglas. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Swings here and blasts one left field. And that one is out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now. He can't miss. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
New inning getting started. And now the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Now a slow roller to second. Fires over to Guerrero. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
No outs. Runners at first and second. That's ripped. Base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Cabrera.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
Here's Yelich at the dish.
Designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Perkins, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
The batter number.
Now it's the power speed combo. Will Douglas. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That one ripped. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Now batting, third base.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach.
Swing and a slow roller. Ortiz throws to first in time. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Got him looking, and now 2 gone.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Chorio makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Brewers nothing. Now it's the second baseman, Will Douglas.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
This to third. Fires over to Hoskins. That's the second out.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order now. And the batter now, Christian Yelich. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Volpe. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take the series opener here at home. Douglas was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Will Douglas. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguable.
Throw over to first. Douglas dives back in safely. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Haas pulls it down, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of.
Peralta checks the runner. Douglas back in on a dive.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Aaron Judge, the next to hit, takes ball one. Now move to first. Back in safe, really close. Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Ow!
You know, when you've got cooler temperatures like this, sometimes it's a little harder to get some offense going because hitters just don't want to feel the sting in their hands. They don't barrel it up. So being aggressive there, trying to get into scoring position by stealing a bag, I get it. Sometimes you just have to try to manufacture some runs, especially in temperatures like this.
Ground ball up the middle. Douglas fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
That is it. The shortstop, C.J.
Man at first, one away.
The batter number 24, second baseman, Will Douglas.
That's hard hit on the line. Haas hauls it in, and there's two away.
He was all over that fastball right there. Tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Back in New York, start of the fourth, and here is Christian Yelich. To the right side, and that one handled. One up, one down. One out, base is empty.
24, second baseman, Will Douglas.
Hit hard, base hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
The first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. Runner around third. The throw is wild and it gets away.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase him a 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Will Douglas now at the plate. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level.
That one is absolutely belted. Into the bullpen and gone. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next for the Brewers, Brian Serven. 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. Yankees 3 and the Brewers nothing. Here comes Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 in this one. Hamilton back to work. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the left fielder, Eric Haas. Towards first. He gets to it with a slide. And what a play. Ball game. Douglas really stood out in this win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
One down. Now, Sal Frelick. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Over to first. And they got him. And next for New York, Will Douglas. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. They must be going crazy in the dugout. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Oh, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
1 out, base is empty. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ground ball right side. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 away.
Batting 9, the third baseman, number 3, Joseph.
Second and third here, one away. What a stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Fastball grooved right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and just like that, they're out front. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now batting.
2 outs, nobody on. Will Douglas digs in now. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And up next for New York, Austin Wells.
Wells.
McGill throws over Douglas. Back on a dive.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Smoke to right, but he's got it. The Yanks leave one. Still all square at 4 apiece. We go to the 9th. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe. Tying run at the plate. To the right side. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw, and that'll do it.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Seattle Mariners.
Now it's the second baseman, Will Douglas.
And it's hard to believe, but he could tie the hit streak record here. The once unbreakable record could be reached again.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
And we're back. New inning getting started. And here is Will Douglas. Miller back to work. This to third. Clement over to first. One up, one down. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. On the ground, right side, Douglas. Tosses to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. Ernie Clement up next for the Mariners. Puts a bunt down to second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. He's tied DiMaggio at 56 with a home run. He circles the bases. It's 4-2. I mean, what else can you say at this point, Chris? This hitting streak just continues to amaze us as it's well into the 50s.
It just feels like there's no end in sight, and I think we all hope that's true. Every game, it seems he finds a way to make us say, wow.
One down, runner at third. Victor Robles up next for the Mariners.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
Swing and a ground ball. Douglas. Across is the winning run, and the Mariners walk it off 5-4. Close one here. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Will Douglas.
And here it is. This could be what we've been counting down to for weeks. History potentially in the making right here.
Swing, and that ball's blasted way back there, on its way, and it's gone, and he breaks the record with a homer. He jacks that one out to left. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tie in some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive.
Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Lawrence.
1 out, bases empty.
Number 24, second baseman.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Baseball's unbreakable record has been broken. The most consecutive games with a hit. Truly one of the sport's most sacred records. This is a moment that will be remembered and replayed for many years to come.
Well, I know I didn't think it'd be broken. In fact, I didn't think anyone would even get close. His perseverance and his ability to grind out hits day after day has just been awesome. And there are a lot of great hitters out there, but no one else can maintain the level of excellence he has over such a long stretch of games.
Austin Wells will hit next. Man at first, one away. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Butler hauls it in, and there's two away. Kobe Mayo stepping in now for the Yankees. Check on the runner. Douglas dives back in safely. So now two on and two outs.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, two outs. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Cut on and lifted in the air. Arozarena in position, makes the catch. Ernie Clement digs in now. To the right side, Douglas throws to first in time.
Now batting, second baseman Tyler Fitzgerald.
One out and a runner at second.
Second baseman Will.
The Yankees looking to rally.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. It's a ball. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And up next for New York, Will Douglas. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And that one hammered back there. And that one is off the wall. And he's got a double, his fourth hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. The tying run at the plate. Got it looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
One strike away.
3 balls.
Squirts away a little bit. Got him. And that is the ball game. Douglas played brilliantly despite the loss. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers.
No question. He was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort at the plate, even in defeat.
Will Douglas riding an all-time streak, 57 games with a hit. Can he extend his historic mark once again today? It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Now it's the power speed combo. Will Douglas.
Will Douglas.
On a line out towards center. And there's one down.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 28, Boston Wells.
2 outs, base is empty.
The second baseman, Will Douglas.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. That's his 4th home run of the series, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. 9 consecutive games with a home run.
They'll just dialed in at the dish right now. 9 games in a row. That's just unthinkable. Congrats to him.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
Back in Seattle, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Randy Arozarena. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to Guerrero. They get the out on Arozarena.
Number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Leading off with the game, the second baseman,
Douglas went deep twice in his last game. Thornton back to work. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though, and they get it out. on the play.
Just a great effort all the way around at third base right there. Nice job to get a glove on it with the dive, but it was the recovery that was so impressive. If he doesn't hop to his feet and get the throw off in such a fluid motion over there, I kind of doubt he gets the out.
Bottom of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Hit weakly on the ground. Douglas. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Lawrence Butler.
Will Douglas getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Douglas.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And ball 1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Safe at second with nobody out. And that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And that is out of play. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out.
One out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. He's got a ball game. And the Mariners win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Douglas get that hitting streak going. 2 hits, including that long ball.
Well, Boog, it was a strong individual day for him. Even if they couldn't quite get the win, this is a game he can feel really good about.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight. I'm Robert Flores. Continuing coverage of history in the making, Joe DiMaggio's legendary 56-game hitting streak has been eclipsed. There is a new record in the books, and it has been a tremendous ride following this streak. With me to discuss this monumental accomplishment, Carlos Pena, Dan O'Dowd. Guys, your reaction to this monumental feat?
This is absolutely unreal, to be able to stay focused and stay process-minded throughout the entire trajectory of this streak is very difficult, Dan. You have to be so mentally tough.
Yeah, this is the greatest accomplishment that I've seen in my baseball career, and a record that I truly never thought would be broken.